Good evening, everyone. I'm Janet Jefferson, the host of the podcast Third Floor Views from Chesapeake Family Life, and welcome to STEAM Fair in a Box. As you know, we couldn't have a STEAM Fair in person this year, so we decided to put it in a box and online. Monday through Wednesday, we'll interview a professional in STEAM careers, and on Thursday night, we'll talk about the Anne Arundel County magnet programs. After each interview, there'll be a live demonstration of a fun activity for kids to do, followed by more experiments for you to do using the materials in your box and from around the house. All interviews and activities will be recorded and available on chesapeakefamily.com/STEAM, so you can go back and do or listen as many times as you want. And don't forget that we are having a contest, and you could win a 3-night stay at the Boardwalk Plaza Hotel in Rehoboth Beach. Snap a photo of every completed project you've done from STEAM Fair and then post it on Chesapeake Family's Facebook and Instagram page. Use the hashtag CFL STEAM Fair or hashtag STEAM Fair 2020. I also want to say a quick thank you to our STEAM Fair in a Box sponsors, St. Anne's School of Annapolis, Severn School, Mathnasium, Chesapeake Arts Center, Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum, and Girl Scouts of Central Maryland. So our first interview tonight is with Trina Martin. Thank you, Trina, so much for coming tonight. She is an MBA and CEO of Trina Martin International, a tech company that consults with businesses to help them with their information of technology and digital transformation. So Trina, a big thank you for taking some time to chat with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
My first question is just tell us a little bit about what you do. What is your job?
Oh my goodness. Well, I am, as you said, I am the founder and I call myself the COO of Trina L. Martin Technology Consulting, which is part of Trina L. Martin International. And I specialize in secure communication technologies. I help my customers use secure communication technologies in their business so that they can communicate with their clients, customers, and employees securely while maintaining productivity and profitability. I work with those small and medium-sized businesses to help them elevate their business by using those secure communication technologies.
Well, that sounds really exciting. It sounds really important. Can you talk just a little bit about how you got there? So what was the path to your career?
Oh, wow. Well, for 2 decades, I worked as a computer programmer, programming and maintaining multi-million-dollar systems for major corporations. But before I got there and became a CEO and founder of my company, I grew up in Chicago. And I was the youngest of 4 children, and I had to decide what I wanted to do in my life because I wanted to go to college, which I was the first person in my family to go to college. So I realized back in the 1980s that technology was going to be the thing. It was the career to have, that everything was going to start going into technology, and that was the wave of the future. So I made up my mind and I said, that's what I want to do. I want to get into technology. And I decided, I think I want to be a programmer. So I ended up going to one of technical high school in Chicago. At the time, it was rated #1 for academics and technology and all of this, which was very exciting and different for me because I grew up coming from modest beginnings. I didn't have a computer in my home, unlike the kids today who have iPads and computers. I didn't have any of that. So going to this technical high school was really amazing to me because I actually got to put my hands on a computer, learn how to program, and I really started to find my love with technology. So from there, I decided to go to college and get a degree in computer science, which I did, and which led me to my 2-decade career in technology, over 2 decades.
Sounds like such an interesting way to get there, and really exciting, and a lot of work too. What is your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of my job is just the technology itself. Technology, as we know, changes every day. So I have to learn the technologies and stay up to date to what's current and what my clients are going to need. I mean, even technology has come to a point now where the bad people are using technology. So I have to stay ahead of them as well. So it's interesting just to see how technology has changed from the time that I started to today. But it's very interesting when you find out and you can use technologies to do so many amazing things. And that's what I love most about my job.
Well, it sounds like you're constantly learning, and it sort of sounds like you're a little bit of a superhero because you're out there fighting bad guys.
Yeah, I'm a geek at heart and I love using technology. And you're constantly learning because, like I said, everything is changing daily. Today is one thing, tomorrow something new comes out. And to be in technology or STEM, you always have to keep abreast of what's coming out and stay ahead of the curve.
So that definitely sounds challenging. What would you say is the biggest challenge that you have in your job? Is it trying to keep on top of everything, or are there other things that are challenging as well?
I think it's the trying to keep on top of everything because, as you know, once you get comfortable with something and you learn something, something new comes out.
Hmm.
So that could be challenging as well as exciting because you've mastered something and then something new comes along, but then you find out that the new thing may be just a little bit better than the old thing, or it may not be. So you have to learn those things as well.
Hmm. Hmm. Definitely. Could you talk just a little bit about what skills that you need to be successful in what you do?
Oh, well, definitely the math and the sciences, but critical thinking and problem solving skills are very important for technology and the STEAM and the STEM industries. You have to know how to really think outside of the box because even though we have technology and it's such a great thing, you can use technology to do whatever you want, but it's just there's no limits. It's what your mind is capable of. So for me as a programmer, I could make systems do whatever I wanted them to do, but I just had to think about it and think about how would I go about doing that? How would I program that? How would I code that? So you have to have very good problem solving skills and critical thinking skills and put those things in part. But math and science are the things that you're going to learn in school, and those things are also very important.
Are there anything or any other particular classes that you would recommend or areas of study that you would recommend for students to get involved in if they're interested in having a job just like yours?
Definitely a computer science degree if you're heading to college. In high school, try to take all the computer classes that you can, engineering, forensics, because the technology field is so broad and you have so many things. You don't have to be just a computer programmer. You can go into digital forensics, which I've done as well. There's all different types of certifications that you can get. So just do your research and find out what it is that really piques your interest. But definitely a computer science degree, an engineering degree, and those math and sciences are very important.
Definitely. Can you tell us just a little bit about your military service and what was it like? And most importantly, how has it helped you in your job today?
Well, I am a former naval officer. I served 30 years. I have since retired. I've been around the world, which was amazing. I've been to places that I never even thought I would go to. Matter of fact, some of the places I didn't even know existed on the map. So it's been such a great career for me. I have met people and I have friends that I have met all over the world. But the most important thing that I learned from being in the military is one, leadership, because no matter what rank you are, the military grooms you to be a leader. So that's something that's very important, especially when you're going out into the work field and as you become an adult or whatever career you decide to pursue, you have to know how to be a leader and how to be out there and stand up and do what you believe, but also do your work without having someone to be there with you, to be accountable, have that integrity, and the discipline. And we all know the military is big on discipline. So those are the most important things I learned. So I've just had an amazing career.
So there's so many things that you do need to be successful today. It's not just the coding, even though that's really exciting. There's so many important leadership skills and knowing how to interact with people that really make a big difference and make you successful today. So it sounds like you need to be a well-rounded student in general. Would you say?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, the academics are very important, but you also have to have social skills as well. Get out there, make friends, do community service. All those type of things make you a well-rounded person. So you don't want to just be the person who's just book smart, but you don't know how to interact with other people, because you're going to be working with other people. So you have to know how to talk with other people, communicate, how to work as a team, how to verbally express yourself, how to write. So all of those things make up that important part of your career that you're going to need. So all of those skills are very important.
Mhm. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Trina, for chatting us briefly about what you do and your path to get there and what it looked like. Any final piece of advice for our students out there?
I just want to let them know that technology is such a great field and it has so many opportunities. So just sit back, research, and take advantage of what's out there for you. Learn the different fields and different career paths, because there's so many. And I know there's something that you'll see that you'll like, but technology and STEAM and STEM, they are definitely the wave of the future, and you are the future.